So actually, if you want to make a compiler from very scarce, okay, Abu Bakr Abdi is present here. Abu Bakr,
Yes, yes, sir. I'm here,
okay,
sir.
okay, so got it, got my point.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you think to make it like compiler from very scarce, it is very difficult task. Suppose GCC compiler, then GNU compiler. So those compiler actually to produce those compiler actually very difficult. So here for this course, we will make suppose a compiler with the help of another compiler. What I say, we will make a compiler with the help of another compiler on another already built-in compiler. Okay, but if you think a compiler from very scarce, that is actually so difficult to build, because that is actually part of investment like money and part of research and so many things actually. So now we are going to actually make a like a compiler with the help of another compiler. Okay, so if you want to make a compiler with the help of another compiler, that time you need the help of LEX. LEX means lexical analyzer generator. What is it? Lex means lexical analyzer generator. This lexical analyzer generator. Okay, so what is Lex? So suppose you are making your own programming language. So when you are making your own programming language, so actually actually you need a compiler obviously, and the meaning, suppose the meaning of this one. So suppose you are making your own compiler, that means maybe the meaning of symbol may be different for your case. Is it? Suppose in compile suppose in C programming, this one is used for like multiplication, but you want to use this one as division for your programming language. Is it possible? As you are making your own programming language, that's why it is possible. It totally depends on you. Is it? That means that the lexeme or token of C program obviously actually not similar with the token of your programming language. Your token, your programming, the token of your programming language obviously will be different from the token of another programming language.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
We can hear you.
Okay, okay. So obviously it is obvious. So you need to actually design your compiler by yourself. Okay, that means actually which lexeme returns which token. Actually, lexical analyzer performs this task. So it takes a stream of character and produces a stream of token. That means which lexeme actually responsible for which token, that need to be defined by yourself. Okay, and for this purpose we need lex. Actually lex and which lexeme return which token, it totally depends on pattern, and we know that pattern is defined with the help of regular expression. So lex actually a file. Lex is a file which contains the regular expression to describe pattern for token. Got it? So lex contains regular expression to describe pattern for token. Got it? So let's take an example. So when I was a student, so I just a minute. So when I was a student, so I made a compiler with the help of another compiler. So actually I didn't make a compiler from very scarce. That I already mentioned, that if you want to make a actually compiler from very scarce, that is difficult, very difficult. Okay, and because that is actually part of research, money, and so many and huge time. So in my university life, I produce a compiler actually with the help of another compiler like GCC compiler. Okay, so then I want to show my project, and that time it will be more clear to you. Okay, so at first, just a minute. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this one actually is my actually programming language. This one. Just a minute. This one is my programming language. Okay, but where is my drawing? Just a minute, just a minute. Now is it visible?
No, sir.
No, just a minute. I want to just a minute. I'm just producing actually a PDF version of this one so that I can draw.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that actually this one actually my project actually this one. So as it is related with our topic, that's why I'm actually want to show that so that the concept will be more clear to you. So this one actually my actually programming language. This one. Okay. So this actually normally we use this one after main. Okay. And here I use begin to start. Okay. If you consider like C, then that means integer main, then a first bracket like this one, then this second bracket. Is it? This is the main function. Okay, but for my program, the main function actually start with begin dot and ends with like just a minute, this one with this one. Okay, and
Okay, sir.
okay, and here actually I use colon equal. Is it visible? Colon equal. Here I use
Yes,
colon.
sir.
Okay. So here I use colon equal actually to represent assignment. Actually, this one actually assignment, and this assignment is not same like C because it my language. So it totally depends on me how I define assignment. Is it? And this is the data type. This is the actual integer data type. That is m underscore integer. Okay. Then this is the float data type. That is m underscore float. This is the character data type. M character like that. This one is a string. So it totally depends actually on me how I define those things. Okay. Is it possible? Obviously it is possible because I am just designing my compiler. So totally depends on me. Okay. So actually this one actually is equivalent of scanf. Take this one. This one actually performing the task of scanf. Take means take the value of this variable. So this one actually means printf. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay. Then add means actually plus. Then this one actually means actually multiplication. Then mod means modulus, and so many things actually there. And here some like if you think about C, there is some built-in function like sqrt, then sine, then cos. Is it? So like in the same way, I have also some built-in function in my programming language. Like this one is for power. Normally in C, power like this one. Is it? Like this one. Is it?
Yes,
But
sir.
Yes,
for my programming language, the syntax of power like this one. And this is the sine function, cos, tan, and so many things. And just a minute. It is also possible. Where is my? It is also possible to actually find out even odd. Normally in C, even odd is not actually present. You need to write function, user defined function. But for my language, even it is a built-in function. Just call it this one. Okay. Then factorial, sum, GCD, LCM, and so many things actually. And this one actually if-else. So here I use either for indicating if, and here I use third bracket. Third bracket means actually first bracket in C. Okay. And for my language, there must need a colon, like Python. And this one actually the second bracket of if. So got it? So like this one, and there are different types of many syntax like this. So it totally this syntax actually this one actually Swiss. So those things actually totally actually designed by me. And maybe this one is not like for Python. This one is not like for C or C++. That's why if I use the compiler of Python and the compiler of C, that time it will produce some error because they don't know those things. But for designing this one, I must need actually a compiler by myself, from myself actually. So I need to actually make a compiler if I want to run this code. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Got it? আপনারা কি বুঝতেছেন?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That's what.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's why actually I actually produce. I build a compiler, and for making the compiler, I take help of LEX file and Bison file. So LEX file actually lexical analyzer. Okay, so let's go. Just a LEX file. Okay, just a minute. So this is our LEX file. So there are some actually declaration. Okay, no problem. So this one. So this one actually it's actually LEXIM, and this one actually the token of LEXIM, and actually this one is the keyword. That's why only the token name is enough. So those actually are the keyword. Those are operator, those are punctuation, and we know that for a programming language those are fixed. That's why we just the token name is enough. So if the LEXIM is this one, then the token then it simply return this token. If the LEXIM is like this one, then that means actually colon. It simply return colon token. Suppose this if the actual LEXIM is show, that is simply return the token as show. Okay, got it? Because those are fixed. Those are keyword, like show is a keyword for my programming language, like that. Okay, then either those are actually fixed. That's why just only the token name is enough. Is it? Those are the just token name. No attribute value. Is it? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, but this is actually for like variable. This one actually for variable or like identifier. This regular expression. So if as it is actually identifier, that means we need to return two things. One is token name, and token name is variable, and another one is, what is it? Another one is attribute value.
Attribute.
And this one is actually attribute value. So YYL value, this one is used to actually store the attribute value, and attribute value actually is stored in YYL value. So in Flex, YYL value is a global variable. YYL value is a global variable. Which one is used to store the attribute value of the token. So as identifier, so identifier is not fixed. That's why I need to return two things: token name and attribute value. Okay, and
Okay.
this one is actually global variable. Why global variable? Because this attribute value is needed for all the phases of the compiler. That's why this YYL value is actually a global variable. Got my point, everyone?
Yeah,
Yes.
yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So
Sir.
it's a simple part of my compiler. Then this token actually is written by the LEX file. And what actually our LEX file contains? Our LEX file contains regular expression. Our LEX file contains regular expression. Okay. And why regular expression? To describe pattern. Why regular expression? To describe pattern. And why? And this one also return token. That means this LEX file actually play role as lexical analyzer. Okay, got my point?
Oh, yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, done. That's all actually. So got it? Actually what is LEX file? So actually LEX file contains regular expression to describe pattern for token. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so done. Okay, then how it is work actually? আচ্ছা, I have a query. আচ্ছা, আপনাদের কি অন্যান্য ফ্যাকাল্টিরা কি আপনাদের এক্সট্রা ক্লাস নেয়?
না, স্যার।
জি স্যার নেয় স্যার লাগলে নেয়
হ্যাঁ, লাগবে না।
মিস হয় ওইগুলা হচ্ছে এক্সট্রা নেই।
ওটা তো মেকআপ ক্লাস।
মেকআপ ক্লাসই নেই স্যার, এইভাবে এক্সট্রা খুব কমই।
স্যার মেগা প্লাস নেই, কিন্তু স্যার এক্সট্রা ক্লাস নেই না।
হ্যাঁ, মানে আমিও তো এটা জানতাম যে এক্সট্রা ক্লাস নেওয়া যায়, মানে যদি প্রয়োজন হয়। মানে এখন তো হচ্ছে দেখেন আপনাদের যে মানে আপনাদের তো যে 2 আওয়ারের ক্লাস, আপনাদের তো হচ্ছে ওইভাবে আমি মানে ক্লাস আপনারা হচ্ছে এইভাবে নিতে পারেন না। সেক্ষেত্রে যদি এই এক্সট্রা ক্লাসগুলো না করতে চান তাহলে আপনাকে পুরা ওই 2 ঘন্টায় মানে ওই আপনি বলতে পারবেন না নো মোর টুডে সব বলতে পারবেন না, কারণ দেয়ার আর আদার সেকশনস প্যারালাল। এমনটা হতে পারে না যে আপনাদের অর্ধেক সিলেবাস শেষ করে বাকিদের পুরো সিলেবাসে পরীক্ষা হবে, এমন তো হবে না। কোশ্চেন উইল বি দ্য সেম, তাই না? ফাইনাল কোশ্চেন, এটা তো কখনোই পসিবল না। বুঝতেছেন আমি কি বলতেছি? সো আমাদের কিন্তু এক্সট্রা ক্লাস লাগবে। আর ফ্রম দ্য নেক্সট ক্লাসেস মানে শিডিউল ক্লাসেস I don't like accept no more today or like late no জাস্ট আমি মাঝখানে 5 মিনিট ব্রেক দিব, এটা যেটা হচ্ছে অ্যাজ ইউজুয়াল, বাট নরমাল ভাবে ক্লাস চলবে, ওখানে লাইক টায়ার্ড এইসব বলা যাবে না। ওকে, আদারওয়াইজ we will actually not be able to actually take our we will not be able to complete our syllabus। আর এত এক্সট্রা ক্লাস নেওয়ার টাইমও হয়তো আমি কখনো পাবো না পরবর্তীতে, আস্তে আস্তে তো আমাদের অনেক কাজ থাকে। সো এখন অনলাইনে দেখে দেখা যাচ্ছে যে এক্সট্রা ক্লাস নেওয়া পসিবল হচ্ছে, বা বুঝছেন আমি কি বলতে যাচ্ছি? বাট নেক্সট টাইম থেকে কিন্তু এগুলো মানে এগুলো হবে না।
ইয়েস স্যার,
বুঝছেন? কিন্তু আপনাদের কিন্তু একটা মনে রাখতে হবে যে আপনি যে কোশ্চেনে পরীক্ষা দিবেন অন্য সেকশনে সেম কোশ্চেনে পরীক্ষা দিবে ফাইনাল কোশ্চেন, এবং দ্য রেজাল্ট is better of section H and section I than this section। আপনাদের কিন্তু সেম জিনিসই পড়ানো হয়, তারপর ওনাদের রেজাল্ট ভালো, এবং কোশ্চেনের কিন্তু কমপ্লেক্সিটি লেভেলও সেমই থাকে, বাট তারপর ওদের রেজাল্ট ভালো। বাট আপনাদের এগুলো একটু মানে এগুলোকে আপনাদের চিন্তা করা উচিত, হোয়াই দিস ওয়ান। এন্ড আপনারা যদি চিন্তা না করেন আমি আর কত এফোর্ট দিব, বুঝছেন? যেমন আমি যদি এখন এক্সট্রা ক্লাস নিতেছি, এটা তো মানে আমি নিতেছি, মানে আমার পক্ষ থেকে নিতেছি, তাই না? তো এখন আপনাদের একটু চেষ্টা করা উচিত। গট মাই পয়েন্ট?
ইয়েস স্যার।
মানে আপনাদের আরো বেশি সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত। এখন যদি আপনারা এত বলার পরে সিরিয়াস না হন তাহলে টোটালি ইজ ইউর রেসপন্সিবিলিটি। সো এট ফার্স্ট ইউ নিড টু রাইট এ lex file, that is .l file. Please someone please respond with me at the time of actually discussing. So there yes, like that you can say that like it's like a lex programming language, like that you can say, no problem. Okay, so lex.l, so this file actually contains the regular expression to describe pattern for token, is it? So this is the lex file. So আমি কিন্তু আপনাদেরকে lex file টা দেখাইছি, তাই না?
Yes sir.
So there is a lex compiler also. So when you pass this lex.l through lex compiler, then it will produce yy.c file, and lex file contains the regular expression, and this file contains the transition diagram of those regular expression. Okay, and it is actually, sorry,
could you repeat again sir? Sir, could you repeat again sir?
Okay, so lex file actually contains regular expression. Lex file contains regular expression, and when you pass this lex file through lex compiler, it will produce yy.c file, and it's a C programming file. Not normal, in normal sense it's a C file, normal C file, and this file contains the transition diagram of the regular expression. Those are defined in the lex file. Okay.
Okay sir.
Okay, so then these I already mentioned that designing a compiler from very scarce, that is difficult. That's why here we take the help of another compiler, and here we use C compiler. So when you pass this file through C compiler, it will produce a.out file, and it is actually object file. That means it is a executable file. Okay, suppose if you compile and run .c file, then .exe file is produces, and this .exe file actually application file. That means when you click on this one, then you will get your output, is it? So lex file actually like a source file, and when you pass this lex file through lex compiler, and the actually the produced file, that is yy.c file, then when you actually pass yy.c file through C compiler, it will produce a.out file, like actually out file, .out file, and .out file actually object file. That means it is executable like that, and when that means it, okay, so this one actually our application file, this one actually our application file, and this one actually play role as lexical analyzer, this one. So this one actually play role as lexical analyzer. So when you so this one is our lexical analyzer, this one is our lexical analyzer. So actually a dot out file is actually our lexical analyzer. So we know that lexical analyzer takes stream of character and it will produce stream of token. Okay, got it? So the diagram of a lex file is clear, or the diagram of lexical analyzer is clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
yes, like that, and this one actually play role as lexical analyzer. So this one actually our lexical analyzer. So we know that lexical analyzer takes stream of characters and produce stream of tokens. So if the question is explain the working procedure of lex or lexical analyzer with suitable diagram, is it possible to answer? At first you need to draw this figure, then simply tell what is lex, then when this lex file actually go through lex compiler, this file will be created, and this one is a C file. It contains the transition diagram of the regular expression, and when yy.c file go through C compiler, it will produce a dot out file, and it is actually the lexical analyzer. And that means as it is the actually lexical analyzer, that means it takes stream of characters and produces stream of tokens. So is it possible to answer like this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
এখন যদি আমি আপনাকে কোশ্চেন সাপোজ কোশ্চেন যে এক্সপ্লেইন দ্য ওয়ার্কিং প্রসিডিউর অফ লেক্স উইথ সুইটেবল ডায়াগ্রাম, এবং আপনি এখন অনেকগুলো ট্রানজিশন ডায়াগ্রাম আঁকায় রাখলেন, তাহলে আপনি কি মার্ক পাবেন? হ্যালো?
No, sir.
আপনারা তো এই কাজই করেন এক্সামে।
Yes,
সো আপনাকে
yes,
কোশ্চেন বুঝে
Yes,
অ্যানসার
sir.
করতে হবে। So any question from this one? No question?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
And we know actually what is the functionality of YYLBL. What is the functionality of YYLBL? Someone please.
Sir, store the attribute value.
Yes, and it's a global variable.
Global variable.
Yes, and this variable is used by the syntax analyzer also. Okay, so any question till now, please ask question, please. Sorry, how YYLB? Actually YYLB actually is nothing but a variable. YYLB is a variable, and this variable is a global variable which contains the value of attribute. That means it contains attribute value, and we know that the symbol table actually is used by all the phases. That means symbol table means actually key. So the attribute value. Symbol table means actually attribute value. So actually, so as this symbol table is used by all the phases of the compiler, that means this YYL value actually indicates the symbol table, because this one actually contains the value of attribute. That means attribute value. That's why it is global variable, and it contains the value of attribute. That means attribute value. That's all. It's nothing but a variable. It's a variable. It's a global variable, and this variable is also used by the parser or syntax analyzer. Got it?
Yes,
Hridoy? Okay. So we know that lex file. So what is lex file? Actually, so what is lex file? Actually, lex file contains what? Lex file
Sir,
contains what?
Transitional diagram.
Yes.
So lex file contains transitional diagram.
Oh, sorry. Lex file contains transitional diagram. So lex file actually.
Oh, no, sir. Regular
Lex-
expression, sir.
lex-
Regular expression.
So lex file contains regular expression to describe pattern for token. Is it?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And it's like C file. So C file actually contains your source code written in C, and C file obviously follow a structure like header files, then main function, and so many things. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the same way, you will lex file follow a structure like at first declaration, then translation rules, then auxiliary function. And what those things I will discuss, no problem. Okay. So your lex file follow a structure, and the structure looks like this. Got it? Okay. Then what is declaration? Declaration is like variable declaration. Declaration means, like suppose you use like integer a equal to 5 like that in C. So in the same way, suppose this one, suppose suppose dlim. So dlim plus. So it is the regular expression for like white spaces, is it?
Yes, sir.
So we can use a name actually to contain this one. So this one like a variable declaration. So actually WS actually indicates dlim plus, like that. Suppose number. So number actually indicates the regular expression for number. So like these types of declaration actually is done here. Okay? No. I know that is known as initialization. But here I mean example মানে এখানে actually এই কাজটাই হয়। মানে এখানে এই যে একটা প্যাটার্ন থাকে রেগুলার এক্সপ্রেশন থাকে সাপোজ লাইক দ্যাট সাপোজ আপনি চিন্তা করেন লাইক letter or digit plus, and what is the regular expression of this one? What is the regular expression of this one? What is the regular expression of this one, please? Letter followed by letter or digit. Identifier. But এটা কি ম্যান্ডেটরি? আপনি আইডি লিখলেন, সাপোজ টোকেন এর নাম হচ্ছে এটা নাম লিখলেন আইডি, আমি লিখলাম আইডেন্টিফায়ার পুরোটা লিখলাম, এটা তো আমার উপর নির্ভর করবে, তাই না? তো এটা হচ্ছে ওয়ান কাইন্ড অফ ডিক্লারেশন। তো এখানে ইনিশিয়ালাইজেশন হচ্ছে, সমস্যা না, বাট এখানে এটাকে ডিক্লারেশন বলা হয়। বুঝছেন আমার কথা? বুঝতেছেন আমি কি বলতেছি? তো ইট টোটালি ডিপেন্ডস। অ্যাকচুয়ালি সামওয়ান সাপোজ লিখলো যে সাপোজ তার নাম লিখলো, সাপোজ লিখলো লাইক মুন সাপোজ, so এটা তো সে লিখতেই পারে, সে as he is the designer. Okay, got my point? So those things actually done in declaration section. Got my point?
Sir, user defined.
I like that, user defined. But normal আমরা কি করব, যেটা হচ্ছে রিলেভেন্ট ওটা ইউজ করব, তাই না? সাপোজ আপনি আইডেন্টিফায়ারের রেগুলার এক্সপ্রেশন লিখে তার নাম দিলেন, সাপোজ দিলেন কি দিলেন, যেমন ট্রি দিলেন ম্যাঙ্গো ট্রি, সো এটা তো রিলেভেন্ট হলো না, তাই না? জিনিসটা কিন্তু একটু অকওয়ার্ড লাগে দেখতে। সো ইট শুড বি অ্যাকচুয়ালি রিলেভেন্ট। সাপোজ আপনি আইডি ইউজ করলেন, আইকন ইউজ করলে আইডেন্টিফায়ার, লাইক দ্যাট, আইকন ইউজ করলে আইডেন্টি, লাইক দ্যাট। সো ইট টোটালি ডিপেন্ডস অন দ্য অ্যাকচুয়াল ইউজার। ওকে, so no problem, I will give an example. Okay, and
এটা কি টোকেন নেম ডিক্লেয়ার করে?
এটা টোকেন নেম না, অ্যাকচুয়ালি এটা হচ্ছে লাইক ওই রেগুলার এক্সপ্রেশনের একটা নাম দেয়, যদি ওই প্যাটার্নটা ফলো করে তারপর টোকেন আপনাকে রিটার্ন করে, বুঝছেন? আর নরমালি হচ্ছে এই টোকেনের নেম আর এটা নরমালি সেমই হয় নরমালি, বুঝছেন আমার কথা?
ওকে স্যার।
So and this declaration part is bounded with this symbol. That means this symbol is used to bounded declaration. That means এখানে কিন্তু আপনার সেই কি আছে, declaration পার্টটা আছে। Okay, got it? This part actually contains declaration and both symbol is used to actually bound it. Suppose we use second bracket in C, in the same way those things actually are used to bound declaration section. Got it?
Yes.
Okay, so this one actually declaration. This one is known as regular definition. Okay, so this one actually indicates dlim, is it? This regular expression actually indicates dlim. So আপনি এটা লেখার পরে dlim মানে এটা, বাট আপনি যদি কিছু ওইটা ডিফাইন না করে dlim লিখলেন, তার মানে dlim এর কোনো মিনিং নাই। Okay, actually like id, this one. So আপনি at first you need to declare that is actually this regular expression actually id. So suppose you don't declare this one and you simply write id, ও কিন্তু এটাকে রং ধরবে, কারণ id মানে কি সে তো বুঝবে না। So actually id means actually this regular expression. Okay, the number means this regular expression. But if you just use number, that means it is wrong. At first you need to actually indicate that this number actually indicate this regular expression. So that is actually our regular definition or declaration. Got it? Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just a minute. But there is a little bit difference with our previous regular expression. What is it? So here simply there is a second bracket, but normally we don't use second bracket before. So normally there is some LEX compiler those actually needs this actually second bracket. If you don't give this second bracket, that time it will show error. That's why we simply actually assign keep 2 second brackets. So this letter is defined previously here, right? This letter
Yes, sir.
is defined previously. That's why we need to actually put a second bracket. If you don't put a second bracket, sometimes the LEX compiler shows some error. Okay, got it? Like digit is also defined here. That's why you need to put a second bracket. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Almost same, just new actually second bracket. Almost same. Okay, done. So our declaration section is done. Now our translation rules section. So translation rules means actually it consists of 2 parts, pattern and action. So when your lexical analyzer finds a valid lexeme, that time it will return token, is it?
Sir.
Is it? Yes.
Yes,
so
sir.
if pattern is matched, then it will show it will actually return the token, and this token this one actually known as action, and the action is bounded with second bracket. Okay, so look at this. So white space. So what is space actually? So this one actually is defined in the declaration section. What is space? Okay.
Tab new line.
So, but we know that white space don't return any token. That's why no return. Okay. So this one is the action part, and this one is the pattern part, and this one actually translation rules section. Got it? Then if is a keyword, that's why simply return the token name. That is if. Then simply return then. Else simply return else. And ID. Okay, so ID. So we know that ID is the identifier actually mean korteche ekhane. So ID when it is ID, it needs to return 2 things. First one is token name, that is ID, and second one is actually attribute value. Okay, second one is attribute value. And for actually here another function is used, that is install ID, and this install ID is used to get that what? To get that attribute value. That means this function is used to get attribute value, and this value is stored in YYL value. Okay?
Okay, sir.
আচ্ছা, আপনি আমাকে বলেন, সাপোজ আপনি এখানে কি আইডি কে ডিক্লেয়ার করেন নাই, সাপোজ ইন দা ডিক্লারেশন সেকশন ইউ ডোন্ট ডিক্লেয়ার আইডি, তখন কিন্তু আপনাকে এখানে আইডি আর লেখা যাবে না, তখন আপনাকে এখানে আইডেন্টিফায়ারের প্যাটার্নটা এখানে লিখতে হবে, আইডেন্টিফায়ারের রেগুলার এক্সপ্রেশনটা এখানে লিখতে হবে, লাইক দ্যাট। ওকে, সাপোজ ইউ ডোন্ট ডিফাইন আইডি at the declaration section, that time if you use id here, that is wrong. So you need to actually write the regular expression of id here. Okay, got it? Got my point?
বুঝি নাই স্যার, যদি একটা এক্সাম্পল।
Hello?
No sir, could you give the example, sir?
Okay, suppose দেখেন, so Abu Bakr Rabbi, got it at first? You?
Yes sir, I'm with you.
Okay, so suppose আমি দেখেন এখানে কি করছি, এখানে আইডিটাকে ডিফাইন করে আসছি, তাই না?
জি স্যার।
আইডি কি করতেছে, এই রেগুলার এক্সপ্রেশনটাকে হোল্ড করতেছে, তাই না?
ইয়েস স্যার।
এখন যদি আপনি ওইটা না করতেন, এটা যদি না করতেন, সাপোজ এটা আপনি ডিক্লেয়ার করেন নাই, তাহলে আপনাকে কি করতে হইতো বলেন তো? তাহলে এখানে যদি আইডি লিখতেন, তাহলে এই আইডি মানে কি, এই আইডি আসলে কাকে মিন করতেছে বোঝা যাচ্ছিল না। সো আপনাকে এখানে ওই আইডি না লিখে ওই রেগুলার এক্সপ্রেশনটাকে এখানে লিখতে হবে। Got it?
Okay sir. Okay sir, got it,
okay,
sir.
In the same way number, so there is actually YYL val, and there is another actually function, and actually for number the symbol table is different. For identifier the symbol table is one, and for number the symbol table is another one. So for number there is another function is used to get the attribute value of number, that is install number, and then the return value is stored to YYL val. That means actually YYL val contains attribute value, and the token name is number. Okay, got it? Then for this one is the attribute value, this one is the token name, and so on. Okay, so this one actually translation translation rules section, this one. Okay, yes, বলেন এই সেকেন্ড ব্র্যাকেট, এটা তো আমি একটু আগে আপনাকে বলে আসলাম যে ইফ ইউ ডোন্ট ইউজ সেকেন্ড ব্র্যাকেট, সো এখানে দেখেন আপনি যদি সেকেন্ড ব্র্যাকেট না ইউজ করেন তাহলে হচ্ছে লেক্স কম্পাইলার আপনাকে এরর দেয়। এটা একটা আসলে ওদের একটা সিস্টেমের বাগ। ইয়েস, লাইক দ্যাট। এন্ড normally if you think a regular expression, you don't need to actually put second bracket, but normally you write the regular expression, but if you think lex program, that time it's better to put second bracket, otherwise it will show an error.